morning. My name is Brian Donahue. I'm the Interim Director for Economic Development with the City of Portsmouth. It's my pleasure to welcome you all here this morning for the launch of Rob Nash Golf Company. A lot of people refer to golf and the industry as a billion-dollar industry based on hope. I would say it's a little bit more than that. It probably also takes dedication and hard work. And I think those are three things that really can describe being a small business owner, right?
Yes.
This morning we're recognizing Corey Bailey's efforts, and those three adjectives that I think describe what you are doing here today, sir, as you move forward with the launching of your new business here in the city of Portsmouth. I'd like to recognize that we do have Mayor Glover here in attendance this morning. I'm going to turn it over to him for some remarks, and then prior to cutting the ribbon for the official launch of Rob Nash Golf, we'll also hear from Corey Bailey. But Mayor Glover, good morning.
Thanks. Thanks, Brian. And before I get started, I'd like to recognize a couple of VIPs in the audience. I see my good friend here, who is the chair of the Economic Development Authority, Mr. Ray Smith. And also I see our Commissioner of Revenue who just walked in the door, Mr. Frankie Edmondson. It's a joyous occasion to be here today to welcome another business to the member of the Portsmouth family. I have some prepared comments here, but I'm going to speak from the heart on this one. Just because I know the mother of this young man, and the Rob Nash Golf Company is a vision of Mr. Corey Bailey. And the reason why I'm going to go off of my notes here is because when Corey called me about his vision, believe it or not, we ended up talking for about an hour. And he talked about bringing a golf company to the city of Portsmouth. And I said, okay, that's a good thing. And then he talked about what he wanted to do with his golf company. It wasn't just about selling products or services. It was about really exposing individuals, children, families to the sport of golf, and really doing that in a comprehensive way that's going to be inclusive, that's going to really work within our community with other businesses and other organizations as a partner. And I said, man, that's pretty neat. And we talked about family, and we talked about all the things that matter to me. I'm a businessman in the city of Portsmouth here, and to have another young businessman and his family to come here to take a chance on Portsmouth, we're excited about that. I just want to give you some stats. According to the National Golf Foundation, nearly 25 million people played on golf courses in the U.S. in 2020. That was even during the pandemic, y'all. My friends, it's a great time to be a golfer and pick up the sport. And need I say, I believe you golfers can correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not Masters Week?
Friday of the Masters.
So for all of you who don't know about the Masters, Corey can fill you in. He's the golf guy. But I want to just say to Corey, we wish you all of the success, and we're grateful that you and your family decided to bring your business here to the city of Portsmouth. We're here to support you, the members of the Portsmouth family. And on behalf of the Portsmouth City Council, once again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So I'll just go off of what the mayor said. Yes, Tiger's back. Starting this morning, he's only 3 strokes back, so that's amazing, right? 520 days without playing, and he's actually playing at probably the hardest course to walk in the world. Very hilly, but he's the man. So I won't talk about Tiger because it's about the city of Portsmouth now and Rob Nash. But let's talk about Tiger, because that is basically how I started my company. Was based off diversity and family, right? So my beautiful family right here is how I had the vision years ago to start this company. I'm a third generation business owner in the city of Portsmouth now. My grandmother was probably, growing up seeing her own a business, a woman, from 1970s to, the early 2000s. And then my mother opened a restaurant in Old Town Portsmouth, from about 05 to 12, I think. So with that said, my mother always said, one of you guys, talking about her kids, my siblings, are going to open a business. And we said, might not be a restaurant, but it'll be something. So about 2 years ago, I started the business plan of Rob Nash Golf Company. And like I said, it's all about family. Locally in the Hampton Roads area, I really want to get the kids that are less fortunate, that because golf is a very expensive sport. Let's talk about it. Basketball, you can go to Walmart and buy an $8 ball and go to a local court and play, and that's free, right? $8 for the ball, free. Golf, it's expensive. What I'd like to do is my tournament next Friday on the 15th, we have the Boys and Girls Club who we're raising money for. They've got the new location right there on Portsmouth Boulevard. I'm really excited about that. I want to do some things with them and then just spread out through Hampton Roads locally. But big things to come. 2022 is a big year for us, and we're really excited. But what I'd like to do is I have 2 shirts right here that I have for Brian and Mayor Glover. You look like a Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, I like Charlie.
You like Charlie? And then you look like a Pete. You look like a Pete. So my first 2 T-shirts with the brand are basically showcasing the pioneers, right? The pioneers that came through. As you can see on the shirt, right here, this was the very first black member of the PGA, and then this was the very first black golfer to win a tournament in 1964. Now, let's talk about golf, right? So he gave a percentage of 25 million, okay? Was that 25 million? Was that what it was?
Yes, something like that.
Yep.
It's a big number.
Yeah, a big number. So my man here, Pete, won in 1964. I can't give you stats, but since then, before Tiger came, there was probably less than 20 wins on the PGA Tour for black golfers.
Wow.
And so, when I say diversity, diversity in women, men, black, white, whatever, religion, like get out and play golf, because when we watch TV, we kind of see what we see, right? So it's 2022. Let's get going. Let's have Rob Nash do some cool things in the area, and then hopefully we just spread out nationally. But I appreciate everybody that came today, and let's do it.
You're here.
Thanks.
Congratulations.